How does the older first-class suite on the Boeing 777 stack up to the ones on the A380? That's the question I'm going to answer in this video. Why this comparison? Well, the new Boeing 777 first-class suites are still pretty rare, with only a few planes featuring them. So, let's see how the older suites stack up against the A380s. Join me on my first time flying Emirates first class on the Boeing 777 from Dubai International Airport to Vallena International Airport. Is it worth it compared to the A380? Let's find out together. And before we start, please do not forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button if you are not a subscriber yet. Thank you very much for all your support. My flight was at the crack of dawn, 2 a.m., so bear with me if the footage is a bit grainy. As soon as I stepped into the first class cabin, the crew welcomed me warmly and escorted me to my suite. Right away, I noticed that compared to the A380, there are fewer suites on the 777. Both planes have a 1-to-1 suite configuration, but the 777 only have 8 suites, while the A380 boasts 14 suites. This makes sense given the A380's massive size. When I got to my suite, I saw that the layout and amenities were almost identical to those on the A380, with just a few cosmetic differences. The entertainment screen is still a generous 32 inches, although the interface on the A380 is much better. Just like on the A380, there's a vanity table with a lighted mirror and Byredo skincare products below the TV. However, the top surface here is laminate, not wood finish you get on the A380. There's the goodie basket that has the same contents as the A380, and yes, the fresh orchid is still there. On the opposite side, the amenities are the same, including the leather amenity bag is located and the elegant lamp. Below the vanity table, there's a drawer with a notepad and pen, and opposite to that, you'll find the power outlets. The minibar setup is identical to the one on the A380. The great thing about this minibar is that it opens and closes smoothly, unlike the ones I experienced on the A380, where it often got stuck and I had to press the button twice to fully open it. The contents are the same too: 2 sparkling waters, 2 bottled waters, and 2 snacks. Right next to the minibar is the suite computer. Just like on the A380, this computer controls almost everything in the suite. It can control the seat, the TV, lighting, and even the privacy door. However, the controller here is smaller and it doesn't look as luxurious. It kind of resembles a tablet in a kid-friendly case, just like this one that you can buy in Amazon. The interface, however, much like the entertainment screen, isn't as sophisticated as the one on the A380. There is also this huge storage space right next to the suite controller, a perfect place for my chest bag. Let's talk about the seat then. The gray seat on the 777 looks, unfortunately, pretty dull and uninspiring compared to the A380s. Just look at it. It's so plain. But in terms of width, length, and comfort, it's the same as the A380. As I was filming the suite's amenities, the cabin crew asked if I wanted a drink before we took off. I asked for the best non-alcoholic beverage they had, and she brought back this incredible, refreshing drink. A few minutes later, she handed out hot towels, which were warmer than usual. Then she returned with Arabic coffee and dates. I was so eager to try the Arabic coffee because I loved it on my A380 flight. And for the dates, there were 2 flavors, orange and plain. I went for the orange flavor. Now let me show you the amenities from this flight. Keep in mind, this was less than a 4-hour flight to the Maldives. But look what I got. This very useful tote bag is perfect for storing amenities and all the snacks and goodies I didn't consume during the flight. I also got these fancy slippers. Surprisingly, they even gave out Hydra-active pajamas, which are so soft to wear. And of course, there's still the amenity kit. The bag is exactly the same as the one I got on the A380. Let's take a look inside to see if it has the same contents. I can already spot a Bulgari pouch. It has the same items, including a 30 ml Cobra perfume. I tried it, but the scent is a bit too strong for my taste. There's also the Gillette shaving cream, a razor, a toothbrush and toothpaste, earplugs, and Rexona deodorant. Exactly the same contents as the A380 kit. However, there are two essential amenities that are absent on the Boeing 777. The social lounge, which is a really great place to stretch, relax, and have some drinks, and of course, my favorite, the shower spa, which is quite an amazing experience taking a shower at 40,000 feet. While I was still busy filming the suite's amenities, the captain came over the PA system to announce that we were ready to depart Dubai. Shortly after, the pre-flight safety demonstration played on the entertainment screen. Then we were off to the Maldives. As we reached cruising altitude, the first thing I did was close the privacy door. I love closing and opening the door because it is mechanical. Just push the button, it will close or open for you. Once I had a complete privacy, I watched a movie. Emirates has been known for its huge library of movies and TV shows, including live TV and streaming programming like Disney Plus and HBO. But unfortunately, the entertainment screen is so laggy when using your fingers to control the screen. I ended up using the suite controller because it performed better. I told the cabin crew before we left Dubai that I wanted to have breakfast once it was safe to resume service after takeoff. I checked out the menu, and the selection of alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks were the same as on the A380, which is pretty impressive for a 3-hour flight. I didn't expect a meal as elaborate as the A380, but still offered caviar, which is a signature dish in first class. I was intrigued by the huevos rancheros dish. A few minutes later, the crew brought me a cup of coffee and a plate of fruits. Then, she came back with bread and croissant. In my previous video, I mentioned that I haven't really found a croissant on the plane that matches the texture, crispiness, and flakiness of those you can buy at a good pastry shop. This croissant was good, but it still didn't quite hit the mark. Don't get me wrong, it was tasty, just missing the typical croissant perfection. Before I could finish the fruits, the cabin crew handed me the main dish. Huevos rancheros is a classic Mexican breakfast dish, usually consisting of fried eggs on tortillas smothered in salsa. However, this version came with a poached egg and cornbread, which isn't typical. It has sour cream and jalapenos on top of a cornbread, but the eggs were smothered in salsa, which is good, I guess. I thought the crew might have forgotten the tortillas, but she didn't come back, so no tortillas then. The poached eggs were perfectly cooked with a runny yolk. The combination of the egg and salsa was delicious, spicy but not too spicy, and creamy from the yolk. I could taste the freshness of the tomatoes from the salsa. It was super delicious, and it could have been a perfect breakfast if there was tortillas. I finished the eggs and salsa. I don't know why I was so hungry at 3 a.m. in the morning. Before tasting the cornbread, I removed the jalapenos on top. I know some people love cornbread with jalapenos, but not me. Cornbread with sour cream was new to me, but I was ready to try. Surprisingly, the combination of a sour cream and cornbread was a tasty treat. I didn't expect that. I just kept on munching on the cornbread until it was gone. I ended the breakfast with a mojito. Yeah, early in the morning. Okay, not what you think. It was a virgin mojito. It's still too early for alcohol. Now here's my take on Emirates Boeing 777 compared to the A380. Both aircraft offer exceptional service and comfort. No doubt about it. When it comes to basic amenities, both have the 32-inch entertainment screen, minibar, suite controller, and comfortable lie-flat seat. The difference is mostly cosmetic. But the A380 seat, with its attention to detail, has better design than the 777. The big difference in the amenities outside the suite. A380 has a wall bar, the social lounge area, and of course the shower spa, which makes it a unique experience. When it comes to food, it's not really fair to compare because my 777 flight was only 3 hours compared to my 15-hour flight from San Francisco to Dubai. But comparing the breakfast dishes, hands down, the A380 dish was more of a gourmet experience. So, if it's your first time flying first class with Emirates and you have a choice between the two aircraft, go for the A380. But even without the social lounge and shower spa, the 777 will still give you a memorable first class experience with Emirates. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you'd like to see my memorable experience flying first class on the A380, click on the thumbnail. Until next time, fellow travelers, bye for now.